posted on our website. Americans are waiting for details concerning President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. But how does loan forgiveness impact your credit score? We're joined now live by Burke from the Maine Credit Union League. And Jen, the plan to forgive up to $20,000 of student debt, it's good news for a lot of borrowers. But what do we need to know about the potential impact on our credit scores?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, many Mainers will benefit from the administration's plan to provide student loan relief. In fact, some eligible borrowers may get their debt erased completely. But how this impacts an individual's credit score will be varied based on the borrower. Some may see modest gains, some may see a modest loss. I'll explain why. In our financial system, credit worthiness is based on a credit score, which can range between 300 and 850. The higher the number, the better the score. One way loan forgiveness can help boost someone's credit is by reducing the overall debt burden on an individual's portfolio. So if you're carrying $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 worth of student loan debt, you may actually see a boost to your credit rating because your debt portfolio is going to be reduced. So that's going to be great news. Sometimes people with high amounts of student debt have a hard time to get loans for opening a business or a mortgage because lenders look at the overall profile. And if you've got a lot of debt, sometimes they won't approve loans or they'll approve loans with higher interest rates. So if your debt isn't being completely wiped out and you're reducing that burden, you may see a boost.
Yeah, and that leads us to our next question, Jen. If a borrower's debt right now is $10,000 or less and they get this benefit, wipes out all of their remaining debt, this could have a negative impact on their credit score, right?
It could, and it sounds a little counterintuitive. But if your student loan gets closed, sometimes a closed account can have a modest negative impact on your credit score because it closes out an account, it changes up the mix of your portfolio. However, that should not discourage anyone from taking advantage of this program. It would be as an insignificant decline over a short period of time. Student loan debt is considered an installment loan. It's a loan you pay a certain amount over an extended period of time. Mortgages, auto loans are like this. So if you have other types of installment loans, you may not even see any kind of a dip in your credit score. So it will be temporary if you see it at all, but the benefits really do outweigh that because, reducing your debt portfolio is going to be such a good advantage to all Mainers and Americans across the country.
Just the emotional component, too, of wiping out that debt's got to feel good for sure. What's going to happen, though, to student loan borrowers who maybe have missed some of their recurring payments and doing that on time? How's this going to help them?
Unfortunately, if you are a borrower who has missed making student loan payments on time, it's not going to erase that. Your credit history is your credit history. But this should give you an opportunity, if you reduce your debt burden, to maybe be able to pay your bills on time. The key here is to pay things when they're due on time. Work with your lenders if something were to happen. So if you are in a bad credit situation because you've defaulted on a loan or you've missed a payment, this isn't going to erase that. But look at the positives and take this opportunity to kind of rebalance your budget profile. And if you are one of those borrowers who hasn't been paying on their student loans because of the pandemic pause, you don't have to worry. If you took advantage of that pause, that's not going to impact your credit. But just keep in mind, in December, the pause is done. You're going to have to start paying those loans back.
Yeah, circle the date on your calendar so you don't miss those payments when they come back. Jen, thank you so much for your time. Great to talk to you.
Great to talk to you.